Hello, today I will be adjusting or tweaking out my electric drum kit. I got them a few weeks ago and I just have been adjusting around on them and getting used to them to get them to where they fit me. Drums fit you. You don't fit the drums. You don't set them up at a certain way and get used to them. You set the drums up to fit you, right? And the first thing is to do to set your drum throne or your drum seat to where you are comfortable, to where that the bass pedal and all the kit works for you. And number one is adjusting your seat to fit your comfort. Personally, I like my leg at a little tilt. That gives me up and down movement. And I like my foot to be at a little tilt upwards. That allows me to work my foot, and it gives me up and down motion on my leg to play the pedals the way that would be most effective. Now, second of all, you want the pedals to be comfortable the way you're setting behind the snare. In other words, the space in between it, you want it to fit you. Now, when I play acoustic drums, I always pull my kit around, and the bass or the kick drum always kind of set at a little angle, and that is how that I have my bass pedal here setting at an angle that where this fits me better. Some fits the bass straight across. This whatever works for you. You want to be comfortable, and you want the kit to, when you are playing them, you want to, when you're going around the kit, you want the drumstick to fall as close to the center as possible. Now these drums kind of work the same anywhere on it. But still the sweet spot is in the center of the drums. That goes for acoustic drums as well. So you want to, as you're playing, you want to kind of pay attention to where the drumsticks are falling, that you want to adjust them in and out, up and down, or whichever way to fit that, where when you hit them, they fall in the center of your pads. And on your cymbals, you want your drumsticks to hit as closest to the center of them as well. I don't mean in the center, I mean the center of where the cymbals bolt on, because a lot of times you play on down here. Another little tip is you want the drumsticks to fit the cymbals, the pads. As you can see, your drumsticks has an angle on them, and you want the pads or the cymbals to be as close as possible to that angle. That will give you more life out of your drum kit, drum heads, and cymbals. So you want them to fit, as you can see. No matter where I go on the kit, they fit the angle of the drum stick. Because I learned this on acoustic drums. A lot of guys play with the cymbals straight up, and then if you're playing the cymbals way up high, that is fine, because you are still it's still going to match your drumsticks pretty close. But me, I play with stuff down more so. Because of a shoulder injury, I can't reach up there and play comfortably like I used to. But what happens sometimes is you don't want to be playing and the end of your drumstick are digging down into your pad or cymbal. That wires the padding out on electric drums and dents the acoustic drum heads up. You have saw little dings in the drum kit or the drum heads, and that is usually because of the drumsticks not fitting. So I learned to get the angle that the drumsticks fit the cymbals or the pads. Two guys on the cymbals, if it be acoustic drum cymbals or electric drum cymbals, these things are plastic and they will crack. Hey, a brass real drum cymbal will as well. So you don't want to continuously play hitting a drum cymbal like that. It puts them in a terrible stress point that they will crack. Once again, sticks to fit. And two, when the drumsticks fit, that gives you the ability to drop down. You know, it don't make much difference with a low-end electric drum kits because the sound is pretty well even. But on acoustic drums, I used to play like this. And when your drumsticks fit, that gives you the ability to react quicker. Just a little tip there. So setting your drum kit up, you want them to fit. You start with the seat, you want the angle of the drumsticks to fit the angle of the drum heads. When you go around the kit, you want the hit is in the center, close as possible. So, wow, that's some little tips on setting your drum kit up. Most of all, be comfortable behind them. You cannot play and play good on drums if you are uncomfortable, if you are in a bind. So make sure that they fit you. You are comfortable behind them. You will enjoy them better. You will play better. They will even will sound better. So this is just some little tips on setting your drum kit up. If it be electric or acoustic. You will get more life out of both if the drumsticks fit the pads. So that's all, folks.